All right, looks like we are live. Hey guys, Mike Healy and Liz Pivito to that side right there. I gotta because I see us side by side. Liz, you probably don't see that, but I had Liz come on here. I'm gonna keep you on here, Liz, the whole time while I talk. I said I was gonna maybe go solo, but we got a lot of people jumping on here real quick. I know I didn't give anybody any notice, which is kind of my MO. So you always got to be on your toes when you're going to catch these things live. But here's the deal. A couple things is one, obviously, since Liz was listed on the big board in front of, how big was that screen? Like 75, 200 feet. It was like 200-foot screen. As the number seven customer gatherer in the entire world on here. And I know she's been getting bombarded with people asking her, how you getting customers? One of the greatest ways that I think we can help you is to automate it and put it on video for you so that you can get those answers directly from this awesome person's mouth. Okay. So what I want to do is real quick is here's what I have to tell you guys. And then I'm going to just throw some softball pitches at Liz and I know she can take it away from there. But what you have to understand is this is in iBoomerang. I personally believe there will be people making six-figure incomes, down the road, obviously, from just customer gatherer, being customer gatherers alone without building an organization. And that's, I believe, one of the reasons why it makes us unique. And I'm not saying, here's a disclaimer in case you're not smart enough to figure out if you do some work. If you don't do any work, you're not going to make any money and blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying. But the reason I say it's a customer gathering business is due to the fact that we just rolled out, obviously travel is our flagship product. But we just rolled out, I think they rolled out and announced they were going to do movie tickets. They were going to do mobile. We've got a mobile company we own. They just purchased an Uber type business, a rideshare company called Vibe Rides. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We are now 5 days old as officially from a time, if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube or wherever we have this posted later, company's only five days old officially when we're making this video. 6 months from pre-launch, and we've already done really, really amazing things. Now, the thing is since this is a customer play, which any real business is, and that's why this is so much fun, is I believe that we have something very unique in the fact that we give away free websites. We call them boomerangs. They're just the fancy word for a code. If you're not familiar with it or you're new to the company, boomerang is just a fancy word for a code where somebody activates a website to create their own personal profile. And what's nice about this is once that customer is activated, you're pretty much hands off due to the fact that with our, they call it an Uber philosophy of gathering customers, but an Amazon technology to help upsell those customers. What we are going to do, what our company then does is they do all the marketing for us on their behalf or on your behalf, however that would go, to get those customers upsold to different things. It's just think like a business person and understand that when you go through the drive-thru at McDonald's to get a burger, as soon as you say something to them and you put your order in for a burger, what's the next thing they say? Would you like fries and Coke with that? Would you like the biggie size that? Can I get you a salad? Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing that the company's going to do. Also, if you ever go to Amazon and you look at something, the company, once you buy something on Amazon or you search for something, it tracks you around and so on. So that's the big picture here, okay? You have the opportunity, if you're taking a look at this or you're brand new, to be in on pretty much the ground floor of something that I believe is going to be very significant. We're unlike anything you've ever seen before. We are not, even though we use a direct selling model to build this business, I think we are so far ahead of the game than the antiquated ways that people do networking and so on. This is the new game in town for sure. And we're excited. So all that being said, I needed to give people, in case there's people that watch this eventually, the replay of this, obviously outside of our training group here. Liz, first off, I couldn't be more proud of what you've done to do this, because you and I just had a brief conversation about this made sense. I made some videos. You can tell people how you kind of found me or whatever. But real importantly, I'm going to just throw you some softball pitches, and you can kind of explain how you've been able to gather so many customers and why this is going to really, really pay off for you. So Liz, everybody, this is Liz Pivito. Liz, where are you at? Where are you located at, first and foremost?
Smack dab in the middle between Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas.
Nice. Smack dab. Okay. So, perfect. Okay. And it's nice and cool. Never there.
Right.
I think you guys get snow like once every century or something like that.
Right.
But I've been there in the, I lived there for temporarily for about a year in the summer, and I thought I was living on the sun. So it's pretty brutal. But anyhow, enough about that. Liz, the question that comes up is, one, let me ask you this. When you first heard about this, what piqued your interest? Okay, just first and foremost, let's start there. What piqued your interest? Okay, because you already had another direct selling business going. You were doing very well with it. You see the changes in the industry due to the fact that it was a product-based company. And hey, most product-based companies have to realize that they're not competing against other product-based companies. They're competing against Amazon, and Amazon will win 100% of the time. So you have to sometimes be aware of these things and be a real business owner and not have your head in the sand, and be realistic. I mean, that stuff changes. Okay. I got plenty of, I grew up in Amish country, and there's still plenty of people in Amish country that like to push mow with the rolling blade mowers. Whereas I can take a John Deere and cruise around in about a minute and a half. Right. So what appealed to you first and foremost?
Well, I had been following you on YouTube for several years, just, watching your trainings. I really resonated just with your teaching style. And so, quite honestly, I had found myself just probably over the last 18 months, becoming a little bit disillusioned with network marketing in general. For the biggest reason was just I saw my team members struggling to even be able to afford their monthly auto ship. We had a great product, but like you said, Amazon became our biggest competitor, Amazon and Walmart. And just watching my team members struggle was heartbreaking to me. And so I knew there had to be a better way. And so whenever you started talking about iBoomerang, you mentioned the keyword Holton bugs. And I was like, wait a minute, I really need to take a look at this. And when you said that you could build this business and not build a team with just customer acquisition only, that spoke to my heart, because I knew I could build a team, but I knew that I could help other people build an income without building a team, just through customer acquisition. So from the very start, it has been my goal to prove to people that the customer acquisition model works with iBoomerang.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be harsh now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play devil's advocate with you. Okay. So Liz, what do I have to buy? How much is this whole travel thing and these discounts? What's this going to cost me?
I know that this is going to be hard for you to believe, but I'm going to give you a website. It's 100% free to try and free to keep forever.
You're kidding.
Forever. It's 100% free.
And what do I get it now? Once I've activated this, then what do I get to do?
You're going to use this website just like you would hotels.com, Travelocity, or any other retail site. You're just going to do your shopping on this site, and you're going to get 5-star hotels for 3-star prices.
So I don't have to get on like any kind of monthly order?
No, there's no memberships, no nothing. I know this has been the biggest challenge, is that people think there's a catch, and there's just not a catch. There's no catch. And get this, we even have a price match guarantee. So we're not going to have the best price 100% of the time. That's just impossible. But if you do find a better price somewhere else, we're going to match that price 110% of the difference. So you honestly have nothing to lose by just.
Is this search engine, this whole travel platform, has it been around for a while? I mean, is there some legit stuff in it?
Absolutely. We partnered with a company called Extreme Travel, and they've been in the industry for 18 years. So our company is new to the scene, but our travel provider has been around for a very long time. You are hitting me hard.
I am. I'm brutal, right? Well, I hear these things as well. So
yeah.
So okay, so Liz, if I'm not paying any money to use this thing, what are you getting out of it?
Okay, that's a great question. So the way this works is our company buys in wholesale, And so let's say that they get a block of rooms for $100 a night, and then they go price compare to the other retail sites, like I mentioned before, hotels.com, whatever, and they're charging $300 per night. And they decide to charge our customers $200 a night. So you as a customer would be saving $100 from what you would pay on the other travel booking platforms. But there's still that $100 profit left over. So that's where I get paid. So you save $100 and I earn a commission. I only earn a commission when you save money.
Wait. Beep. Back it up. So you're telling me that if I go on there for free, set up an account, and go find something that I was going to probably spend money on anyhow, at least within the next 12 months, I was going to rent a car, use a flight, get a hotel, go on a cruise, that if I end up saving money because you help me out, you get 50% of that savings?
It's exactly what I'm saying.
So in fact, let's say I go to Fort Lauderdale in the winter because I'm in Ohio and it's really stinking cold here. And I go down there and I book I look it up, and let's say I find a hotel down there. It's a nice hotel because, like you said, there's 5-star places for basically 3-star prices. Let's say I go midline there and I save $500 because I booked a week. There was a $500 savings. You mean you're going to get a commission of $250 for that?
Sure am. Thank you.
Wow. And Liz, so if eventually, if the company actually, iBoomerang, from what I understand, owns their own rideshare platform now, are they going to, when I land off of the flight I also booked off of the search engine, when I land down there, did I hear that they might send me a notification to use the rideshare program through iBoomerang, through your system itself, and you get credit for that? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, not only that, but you're also probably going to be sent some discounts for your future travels as well. So we're gonna reward you for using the platform.
Okay, and that probably comes in the form of points too, right? That I can use towards. In addition, I can use my points towards future travel.
Bingo. Points, savings. I get paid.
Man, Liz, I don't know. This seems pretty tough. I don't know how you gathered hundreds and hundreds of customers.
I don't know either.
All right, so let me get off my sarcasm kick there for a second. That was pretty brutal. But anyhow, it's a reality of what we go through. I mean, here's the thing, and I jokingly, obviously, that moment there was tongue in cheek, and the thing is people do feel like most of the times they are being taken care of. But if I actually stood outside of, let's say, at a mall, and I said, hey, I'll give you $1. Hey, if I give you $1 for 50 cents that you give me, most people won't accept it because they really feel like it's, there is a catch to it. So I understand that. The cool thing is you were at the event that we had this past weekend in Las Vegas with over 5,000 people showed up for the first big event that the company's ever had from all over the world, because this is a global business. Wasn't it amazing how Holton was talking about the first class experience that they're going to be doing with our customers, like with the things that they want, how they want to treat them and give them. And in fact, you remember probably you were in the room when we had that suite in Vegas, which was off the hook, that Edwin talked about. Do you remember when he said that they're also going to give free ride shares just to get people the experience? Something like that. Did you hear that? My ears weren't clogged when I heard that as well, correct?
No, and that's when I heard him say that they were going to do something like $50 off your next hotel booking.
Wow. Okay. So Liz, let's get into this, because I know I know this is hard to comprehend, that we have something this good. Like, I've been in the industry myself for a long time, and I've really never had anything this simple to explain to people, really. But let's talk about some nuts and bolts, because let's say, okay, back to me being devil's advocate. Let's say what you told me made sense. Okay, I can see myself giving away these free things. What are some of the ways that you might pique someone's interest. Like if you and I, let's say we're just Facebook friends, because I know I see you on Facebook a lot, and the majority of people are on Facebook or on some type of social media. Maybe let's start right there with what what you've seen or that's been effective and worked for you.
Okay. Well, first of all, you just have to believe that what we have is a really good deal, and then sharing your story. That to me has been my secret, is that just sharing my excitement and sharing what I learn and sharing my story from the very beginning. So just having a conversation with people. I mean, I think one of the biggest mistakes new business builders make in our company is they don't tell people what they're doing. They don't explain that they've joined iBoomerang and that what they're going to be, especially using social media. They'll just start posting, a sale or a discount graphic or something like that. But you really need to be good at telling stories, and always adding value when you're posting. So
give me just maybe one or two examples of what you. So let's say you do let's start with a post, and then tell me about like if you did a Facebook Live or something. So in a post per se, what would you maybe type out?
I mean, for someone who's just launching, you would just tell your story on why you joined iBoomerang and what you have to offer. So, and always, always, always have a call to action. Always. A lot of people will just put a post out and then not tell people what to do. So you tell people your story, and then you either say, here's the activation code, which you've already had a training on this. I like using the group booms, and go ahead and just have it right there in your post. Go to igoboom.com and type in this code. It works so much better than saying, comment down below if you want a free site. Make it super duper simple for your people. And also that takes away the thought that they think, okay, she wants me to comment and then she's going to tell me I have to buy something. So when you use that group code, you're saying, they realize, oh, it really is free because I'm going to go get to do it right now. So
let me stop right there real quick. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
How a group code works, just so you know, is when you're an active TSA in your back office, you have a certain number of boomerangs that you've purchased that are free to give to the customers. But what you do is you go in and there's an individual button and then there's a group button. When you click group, you just go in and let's say you want to give out 100 boomerangs. Okay, let's say you have that many, or let's say 50, because that's what the first class level is. You could make a single group boomerang that just generates one 5-digit code that you can use that over and over again. The cool part is you can put an expiration date on that code. So if you made a group boomerang and let's say you had a 7-day expiration and maybe only used 20 of those boomerangs, after that 7 days, those other boomerangs that were not activated go back into your back office where you could create another group boom code that you could use. So, okay. So I just want to make sure so we're tracking people correctly. It's really that simple. So go ahead, Liz.
Yeah. And as far as going back to what you asked about doing lives for customer acquisition, so this is specific to customer acquisition. The lives that I have had the best results on for customers is when I do a tutorial showing them the actual website. So you can either use something like the service that we're using right now called BeLive.tv, or you can just record a screen share through something like a Chrome extension, like what's it called? Use Loom.
I use Loom, USELOOM.com.
Yeah, so people can actually get to see the product. And I think it's so important in today's technology age that people see your face and hear your voice. So important, because we're just inundated with information, and so it's really nice for people to be able to see your excitement and hear your voice. So I'm a huge fan of going live. So can I throw this out there that a few days ago on my personal timeline, I offered any iBoomerang member, if you're afraid to go live, I actually have a workshop called Going Live, and I will give you free, just as a love offering to fellow iBoomerang people. You can have free access to that workshop. You would just need to go back to, I wrote down, it's on all the information for that is on the 2nd, September 2nd. If you want to,
in the Boom Time group.
No, it's actually on my personal timeline.
Oh, on your personal profile, September 2nd, you did it.
Yeah, it's public,
okay.
So they can.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Thank you for that.
So lives are so powerful. If you're using Facebook, I can't encourage you enough to go live at least once a week. At least once a week.
Yeah, and what people don't understand, and being a little bit of a nerd here, Facebook loves it in the fact that they are really pushing video. And when they see you go live, especially from your personal profile, their algorithms begin to push it out faster and faster and faster. Plus, the more, if you ask questions during the lives, make a comment below, put an emoji or things like that, the more of that stuff that happens, the more that Facebook pushes that out to the system. So it'll be hitting people that you didn't see before, and it sends people notifications as well. So it's the easiest, cheapest, most free system that you could use. And the other great thing about it is when you go live, it is a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week employee that you never have to pay or babysit. Right. Because once you've got a video, it records automatically on your timeline, and you can use it. Like you and I are going to take, as soon as this video is over, I'm going to download it and upload it on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to put it on my Facebook wall. I'm going to put it in our Facebook group, the 5-Star Business Group, which is just for prospecting, so people can see exactly the process and how this works, and obviously get back with the person that invited you to take a look at this. But that's what's exciting about this. Liz, I know I didn't want to go too long. We're about 20 minutes in, and this has been fantastic. I mean, I think you addressed everything I would have asked or have asked. Any closing comments on something here, like what maybe some marching orders or any goals or things like that I should, people should shoot for?
I just think, keep it simple, say less to more people. Another thing that I do to help with my posts is I will share my post in private messenger with people. Like if I have a post that's been getting good interaction and having good results, I will actually go share it with my friends, and I'll say, hey, I don't know if you saw my post about my launch, or I just want to make sure. Keep it simple. Our pitch literally with this business is 2 sentences. It's, do you like to travel? Would you like to save on travel? That's the entire pitch right there.
Say it again, because I know somebody's going to ask it.
actually made up some cards that I give out to people. I leave it with my tip, and everywhere I go, it says, do you like to travel? Do you want to save on travel? And then on the back of the card, it gives them the instructions on how to activate. That's it. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. If they say they want to save on travel, send them a boom right then and there. Don't say, oh, you need to go watch the I Decide presentation. Let me add you to this group. You can do that later. But first, build their trust by just giving them a site. Just absolutely keep it simple. Ask them the question, give them a site, then you can upgrade them if you want to see if they're interested in the opportunity. That's my method. And that's perfect. And obviously, it's working. To see your name up there in the big lights was fantastic. So I do want to say that. Don't be intimidated by 200, the number 200. You're like, oh, I can never do that. Guys, it's really 1 to 2 customers a day. That's really all I've done. I've just been very, very consistent.
Say that again.
I have not taken off more than half a day because this is simple. It's not like I'm working all day, guys. I'm working a couple hours every day, but you can ask Mike. Mike knows. I have been very consistent. I am working on this every day. I am doing a post every day, or doing a video, or messaging people, or talking to people at the store every single day. So be consistent. One new customer a day, that's 30 a month. 30 a month. In 3.5 months, you have 100 customers, just adding one a day. So just be consistent.
Man, that right there was worth everybody watching this entire thing to understand that consistency is the key. Activity matters most, in my opinion. I don't care what it is activity wise, but consistency is the key. And if you think about it, if you stay consistent, I mean, a customer base as large as you'll probably have at the end of the year, even without the size of team you already have growing, is going to be worth a lot of money based on the service we already have and the other services that they are rolling out and will continue to add on to. I mean, that's what people need to really understand, that this is a customer acquisition model at its easiest, most simple level. And we're going to have leverage as a company to go to just about any service. Because Holden said this on stage, that his goal was to have 1 million customers on our platform, 1 million activated website customers by March of 2020. And I would not bet against him. And the thing is, though, once that customer is acquired, it's somebody's customer for life. Like, real quick, how many times did you get a customer in a supplement company? And I'm not badgering them. Trust me, I've made a ton of money in supplement companies and still get products from supplement companies. From a business standpoint, if I'm not mistaken, the average customer on a product across the industry of the thousands of companies that market products puts $35 a year into somebody's pocket. I believe that a single customer here is going to add some extra digits to that based on the other services that we have and so on. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And the other thing is, guys, a few weeks ago, Holton said this, and when Holton talks, you listen. Yeah. He said it in one of our trainings. He said this, and he is a professional in this industry. He said, the person with the most customers will win in this company. And I was like, game on.
That's right. Perfect. Well, Liz, you were fantastic. That was better than I even thought it was going to be. And I knew it was going to be good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sure everybody else down here is probably going to make some comments that they enjoyed it. So, Liz, thank you very much for being on here. I know I gave you about 15 minutes notice to be on here. So you did good. You did good. You did fantastic, obviously. And so we're going to jump off of this so we can download these ourselves and put them on our own YouTubes and stuff like that. So, Liz, thank you very much for being on here.
Thank you, Rob.
Everybody, if you'll go out and do today what others won't, you will live tomorrow like others can't. My name is Mike. This is Liz, and have a great one. We'll see you.